So previously we have seen this very simple tool. Now let's try to simplify it furthermore, and let's add an API key. So what I'll do is simplify it. Anyway, we are returning dummy data. So what I will do is I'll simply return this as it is instead of all of this nonsense. And for the city name, whatever city name I'm passing, I'll give it here. Okay, very simple. Let's comment this. I'll remove this completely. Okay, it's working. If I pass London, Paris, India, Mars, it will still work for me. Okay, no issues here. Now to complicate it slightly, I'll add one more parameter called API key, which is also going to be a string value. I'll do a very simple if-else condition. If API key equal to FG. If it is this, then it is a correct API key. You have to return this one. Else, invalid API key. Very simple function. And here I will pass the same thing, or let's actually store it in a variable called API key equal to this, and I'll pass it here. Okay, it's working. If I give something else, oops. If I give something else, it will return me a dictionary. But if I give the same, if I give the correct one, it is going to return me the dictionary as it is properly. Well and good. But if I'm making this into a function, if I'm making this function into a tool, I'm going to face a problem here, which is I need to pass the API key. Now, if the user is asking what is the weather in, okay, Mars might be something different. Paris, why not? If the user is asking what is the weather in Paris, my agent will call this function. It is capable of passing Paris, but it is not capable of passing the API key because first of all, it should not have access to API keys. LLM models should not be exposed to such confidential information. Second of all, these API keys, they usually change from time to time. So let's say tomorrow, if my API key changes, I need to make changes across my entire Python code wherever I'm hard coding this part or wherever I'm putting it in the prompt. Uh, that is not the proper way of doing it. So what we can do is I'll get rid of it from here, but somehow I need to pass the API key. If I have it like a global variable here, then obviously this will work. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we cannot call tools directly as if they are functions. Okay, I'm going to run this. Then let's run this. Okay, so the weather information is able to work properly because the API key is matching because this is a global variable, which means this function can read all these global variables properly. So what we have to do is somehow we need to pass this global variable to this function without having to put it in the parameters. That is where, don't I have it here? Okay, so that is where user context is going to come into the picture. But before we go there, let's try to connect this tool to an agent and let's see how it looks like. So in the next video, whatever agent we have built so far, this one, we are going to use it with our agent. See you in the next video. Thank you.